Yeah, we went to trunk or treat tonight, and kind of a surreal atmosphere. Then everything was a little bit off, right? We were there like 6, and the sky was just that crisp fall, cool. Everything was orange. Everything felt a little bit just liminal, and everything felt. I hate saying this because I this is a theme I keep coming back to, but I think a lot of people have it in the back of their minds. But it felt so end of times-ish, like it was a scaled down version. No one had done their cars up like they did in the past, and everything just kind of felt like we were
just going through the motions to do what we used to do.
Yes, absolutely. It feels that way. And what else feels that way? Panama. What else feels that way? So much feels that way.
Yeah, everything feels that way. But
it's like we're all pretending.
Yeah. But
the consequence for not pretending
is anarchy.
Anarchy. Yeah. and you hope it's one of those situations where you're like, I'm gonna keep pretending. Are you still pretending? You gotta keep pretending, man. I'm not gonna stop pretending.
Yeah. No, I understand. I feel the same way.
I want electricity. I want available food. Yeah. Yeah. So it felt like that. It was a little bit depressing. Yeah. The Halloween piano music wouldn't have been out of place tonight when I was walking back to my car. Screw it, it's October and I blew through Castlevania. That's my comfort food.
Oh yeah, Castlevania is nice. Which one? The original?
The original. I always blow. I try to play it every October, and I did use save states just right before the Reaper's fight, I think. But I can beat it in 20 minutes or so. Instead of reading like A Night Before Christmas, I play Castlevania.
Yeah, that's a great one. I tried to play through that and I screwed myself using save states because I wasn't paying attention to where I was at, and I just was using a single save state, and then I saved literally right as I was getting to Dracula with no health, and I was like, oh fuck, and I couldn't. I can't beat him. I can't beat him without I literally would have had to beat him without taking any hits. I was like, oh shit.
I booted up Lords of Shadow not too long ago. Yeah, I really liked that game. The first one. The second one was horrible. The 3D one. It was accused of being a God of War clone, but did you play that one?
Which one?
The 3D Castlevania.
I played a 3D Castlevania.
Yeah.
When was this though?
2014, 2013.
Yeah, I didn't play that one. I played one from what was the one from when I was in LA? When there was the 3D one that has that music that I love. There's still for maybe PlayStation 2.
Yeah, you're right. So there was one called Lament of Innocence.
I think that's the one, and it had that music still. That the soundtrack for that is amazing.
Yeah, I have that. I've been listening to that soundtrack for years before there was streaming. I couldn't agree more. I think it has the best.
In fact, before this call ends, I think I want to listen to a couple of songs just because I haven't.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. In the save state, the save rooms.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, I haven't played that for forever. Yeah,
that game was like they called that one Dracula May Cry because they accused it of being a Devil May Cry clone, which I've never played Devil May Cry.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it was good, right? And I remember
it was okay. The gameplay was very repetitive.
Yeah, it was repetitive. But I mean, it was repetitive, but it was I don't know. It's like it should be if it's repetitive. It's right. Yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult. It's just kind of almost like a thinking about like a 3D beat 'em up, right? Where you it's pretty easy to kill everything if you're just paying attention. Like it's kind of slow paced for for something that you're just rushing ahead and killing everybody.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think it was there was obviously the limitations of the hardware because
right.
they wanted to be creative, but it was literally like each room was a box, kill the enemies, go to the next box and do the same thing.
Right, right.
But you're right, it was cathartic and it was and you're listening to that thumping soundtrack.
Yeah. It's like rhythmic. It's
rhythmic. It is rhythmic. You know, and Curse of Darkness, which was a kind of the next one, is like similar, right? It's same game engine, came out for the same consoles. That also has a stellar soundtrack. It's got some like Middle Eastern vibes in some of the songs, and it's just
Lament of Innocence. Is that the one?
That's it. Yeah.
It's been forever. Now I want to actually look up. It's the one I'm thinking of. Garden Forgotten by Time.
It's good.
I feel like, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of.
I love it. This song hasn't even repeated. They keep you moving, you know? And it's just like, what was the incentive? I mean, the music in the 8-bit 87, it was so far ahead of it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That all of those tracks are like, yeah, like the guy that came up with that is just like he was just working at a different level than everybody else. He's like, no, this is a serious medium where it's like everybody else is like, let's put some sounds into our game so the kids will like them.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm gonna make something fucking great.
Make something that people are gonna be talking about 40 years from now.
Yeah.
Thank God they took it that serious.
Yeah, for real. House of Sacred Remains.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one. It's my favorite one. It has a slow build though.
All right.
fucking love this song.
I like this one too, man. Actually, this part is
Just keeps layering.
yeah. I'd say the fun thing about this game is, other than the boss fights, none of these levels were difficult.
No.
So it was, you could just kind of, sit there relaxingly kill everybody while you listen to stuff.
You can re-release them. Like, I don't think they're little.
The Castlevania music has always been, I think it's easily the best video game music. Like, in terms of like, I mean, I know there's going to be people that would say Legend of Zelda, soundtracks or something, but the whole Castlevania series has it's probably the best music out there.
You're preaching to the choir, man. Yeah, that was one thing that always gets me about even the first freaking game on the 8-bit NES was each level had its own distinct, really good song.
I think Vampire Killer is the first song that I could tell you that, oh, that's the name of like a song.
Oh yeah.
That is a video game song that's instantly recognizable. It's not like, oh, the Legend of Zelda theme, or Legend of Zelda 2 theme, or right, like I know that track. Like that's it's an actual song I can think of. That was kind of the moment for me where it switched from songs that I like from video games to oh, this is video game music. I like this. Like,
Yeah, it's gosh, yeah.
And I've probably listened to more of that than I have in its various forms than I have to like, The Who or Bob Dylan or any particular artist that I also love. And
that's true. Video game music was always a go-to for running for me. One of the things I didn't like to do when I was running a lot was I didn't like listening to music with lyrics.
Yeah.
So of course it was mostly video game music and then to a lesser extent movie soundtracks.
Yeah, that's similar to me, except for opposite. I will listen to music when I'm running that has lyrics, or I'll listen to podcasts or something when I'm running to like distract me a little bit from the running.
Yeah.
But I use it a lot if I'm like working or
Oh, true. Yeah.
doing something on the computer where I can't have my mind mentally distracted to the point where I can't like read things or like type.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good like background music or focus music.
The Symphony of the Night soundtrack gets a lot of love for good reason, but that's really diverse. You have the songs with harpsichord, you have
Yeah.
rock, guitar riffs, you have so many different styles
Yeah.
in that castle. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that is my favorite for sure, and a lot of that is because of the music for sure. I mean the gameplay is fun, and
I saw you beating that. I saw you playing that game before I had even heard of it because I didn't own a PlayStation.
In Seattle, was that one?
Yeah, in Seattle. And I remember thinking like, "What? Look what I'm missing out on. This is Vania, man!" Like,
Yeah. Symphony of the Night was the first time anything came back in 2D for so long. And it
yeah,
was just like, oh, this is it was kind of weird and to even see it. You're like, oh, this
yeah.
is it's jarring. And then as soon as I started playing it, it was just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah. The movement of Alucard with the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all really great. It was all buttery smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played through maybe I think it was 2 years ago now, and I played through to the inverted castle, and then I just kind of left it there.
It's a long game. Like I remember thinking that too, like without really having looked anything up about it. I started playing it and you don't think it's going to take you that long, but because no other Castlevania game you'd played before would, or like even any kind of side scrollers. Those are just games you can get through in a night, right? Especially because you could save, now all of a sudden, unlike a lot of other Castlevanias, there's like actual save rooms, and it was like, yeah.
Right.
After our last conversation, I started playing Castlevania Lament of Innocence.
Oh yeah, how far did you play into that one?
I'm almost done with it. I'm still kind of playing it. I mean, I really do enjoy it. It's simple and
it's satisfying, isn't it?
It's satisfying. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it is definitely dated, and there's like things that are real annoyances, like not being able to rotate the camera like while you're walking. That sometimes, especially, makes like some of the traps like
cheap,
just needlessly annoying.
Yeah.
But it feels good. Seems crazy to me that they seem to have no interest in doing more modern Castlevania games.
I know, it is crazy. I agree. Well, Konami's kind of got out of the game, so to speak, in general. They stopped making Silent Hill, Metal Gear, and Castlevania and Contra. They switched over to mobile games and pachinko.
It's too bad.
Yeah, it really is. Where people sometimes talk about how they wish Konami would sell their franchises to companies, what if Ubisoft bought Metal Gear? Or it's like, I wish somebody would do something with it.
Yeah.
They released those compilations, you can play Castlevania, the 3 NES ones, the Super Nintendo, 2 of them, the Genesis one, Bloodlines, and all the Game Boy ones. You can get that package for $5 on any system. Well, it's always on sale for $5, right? I mean, it's usually 20, but
right.
But I bought it for $5. And then the same thing is with they just came out with the Game Boy Advance collection. So there's 3 Metroidvania, the handheld ones. I think that's probably $10 for Black Friday. You can play so many Castlevania games on the cheap. Like they're always re-releasing them. They're always making money off them, but they just won't make any new ones. Bloodstain. Gosh, what a disappointment. We've talked about that.
Yeah, I didn't get very far at all. I was like,
I think I felt I had to since I put money into the Kickstarter.
Right.
It was just a sense of obligation.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It is. It is. To think I could have just not backed that and bought the game when it's, because it's always on sale too for like $15 or whatever.
Right. And then still been disappointed, but at least you
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm digging this one. I'm probably gonna finish it this weekend just because I beat like all 5 of the bosses, and I was just kind of going around collecting stuff, and then I'm gonna go just beat the end of it.
Is it a hidden boss or is it a bonus boss? There's something underground.
Yeah, there's a bonus boss at the bottom of the stairs.
What is it?
There's a bonus boss at the bottom of the stairs. I haven't fought it.
I remember beating it.
I think I tried it. I don't remember if I did beat it the last time or not.
It's like a giant demon dog or something. I mean, it's yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, I've fought it before, but I don't know if I've ever beat it. I can't remember.
Right. I remember the graphics on that game. At the time, I thought the Medusa head, the big Medusa, looked good. I'm sure it looks like crap now.
Yeah, it didn't look bad, honestly. Still. Oh wait, I'm not showing my screen.
It was on all the marketing because I think they thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I just did that fight.
Yeah, that still looks good to me.
It does. It's pretty good. What is your favorite Castlevania games? Like, what is your order of? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think
4 or 5.
I think number 1 is my favorite, and then I think Super Castlevania 4, and after that I get less nostalgic and more objective. I think that probably Symphony of the Night after that. I like Castlevania 3 a hell of a lot. I know it's a better game than 1, but it doesn't have the same meaning to me. I love Simon's Quest, even though it's a fucked up game. A lot of the other ones, I played through just to beat them. So, like, for example, like Bloodlines, I played that through on Genesis, and I played through the PlayStation 1, which was kind of a remake of the first one. I don't even remember the name of it, but I bought 2 copies and I sold one on eBay. I still have the other, I believe. And then the handheld ones, I think maybe Area of Sorrow, and then after that, Order of Ecclesia or whatever. I forget how to pronounce it. I mean, I should include this one too, and the 2013. Fuck, I love Castlevania.
Impossible! To think that I would be...
I have the power to destroy all related to the vampires. Though you have divine powers, you are no exception.
Unfortunately for you, as long as my master survives, I will rise from the dead.
I see. Give him this message. You have become a cursed being, and I will never forgive you. This whip and my kinsmen will destroy you someday. From this day on, the Belmont clan will hunt the night.